Alright, gentlemen, moving back to Gen 6 battle here. It's a UU match against mattwhit65. Don't worry, I will be doing some more Gen 7 battles, but as I said, I'm going to be mixing in Gen 6 and Gen 7 until around January. And as I said, this is against a new challenger, Whitney, aka mattwhit45. And this is a UU match that took place on my Twitch channel. So, I think I'm probably going to be streaming later today. At around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, if you guys want to come out. Anyway, so I'm gonna, if you want to battle with me, that would be the best way. Accepting Gen 7 and Gen 6 battles. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and lead with Hydreigon. He's gonna switch out into Porygon 2, as I just go for the Dark Pulse. And, yeah, as you can see, this is a Scarf Hydreigon set, and it's not gonna do a whole lot to the Porygon 2, thanks to Eviolite. And looking at that damage, I'm thinking this might actually be one of those specially bulky Porygon 2s. As opposed to physically bulky, and he's going to go for the Tri-Attack, and of course he gets the Paralysis. He's going to try to get that 2-hit KO, but thankfully he doesn't quite get it. I do get off a, I believe, Choice Banded Superpower, which is going to be able to take out Porygon 2, thankfully. Unfortunately, that does mean pretty much the death of Darmanitan, since it's paralyzed and at, like, red HP, so my Darmanitan's probably not going to live much longer. But I decided to switch it out anyway, because I could use it as Death Fodder later. I decided to go into Sylveon. The other reason I decided to switch it out is because I don't want to give this Gyarados free opportunity to Dragon Dance. That was actually my worst fear. Obviously, since I did have that defense drop and he does resist fighting. I don't know if he predicted the fact that I was, banded or not, but probably most Darmanitans are choice in some way. But he ends up just going for Crunch to, I guess, finish me off, which is fine because I go out into Sylveon, which does resist, and I'm going to go ahead and set up of my own, which I'm going to try to set up with some Calm Minds here. But he goes out into Fortress, which is a good play. Obviously, Steel does, super effect Fairy. And this set actually only has one attacking move, and that is the Hyper Voice, because I'm a Rest Talker as well. I know, right? I'm actually using another Rest Talker so soon after that last battle against Fulham with. Oh, well. So, he's going to go ahead and Gyro Ball as I go back into my Darmanitan. I actually live, and just going to die now. Only down to 2 HP, but, yeah. So, now I'm dead, and Darmanitan goes down. Gonna go out into Hydreigon. I do carry the Fire Blast, but I believe what do I do? I think I just U-turn to see what he would do. Most Hydreigons do carry a fire move, so I kind of expect him to predict it, and he does, going out into Chandelure. And, yeah, I do U-turn, so I can get in a favorable matchup here as I go out into my Tentacruel against this thing, and he is going to go ahead and switch out, and I believe I just set up a layer of Toxic Spikes as he switches into Dusk Noir. And no, I just go for the knockoff. Okay, that's fine too. And I'm going to knock this thing's leftovers off, which is never bad. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up a layer of Toxic Spikes as he decides to Will-O-Wisp me, which the residual damage is kind of annoying. Actually, one of the changes in Gen 7 you might know about Burn. Burn is no longer going to be doing 1/8 in Gen 7. No longer does. Instead it does, I believe, only 1/16. Might even be a little less than that. So, Bird's primary advantage in Gen 7 anyway is just the attack drop, which, wouldn't hurt me as much. So there you go. Although, this is still Gen 6, so the Burn is still useful with the residual damage. And he also has Earthquake, which I don't really see on Dusk Noir stats very often. Most of them tend to be, not very physically attacking. But now that I know he has it, I do go in my Hydreigon for the Levitate, obviously. It's a free switch, and I can threaten him with Dark Pulse, which I'm going to do. Actually, looking at his team, he has no resistance for Dark Pulse, despite having, I think, 2 or 3 of his Pokemon weak to it. So, that's pretty awesome. I'm just going to go for it because there's really nothing he can do that scares me going into anything. So, yeah, he goes into Fortress. He has the Citrus Berry, which is interesting, but it's not quite enough to, heal in order to live. So, I'm able to get that KO there as he goes back into Gyarados, and still thinking that he might try to set up here. I go out into Sylveon. And he does try to go for a Dragon Dance, but I wasn't confident that I could kill with the Dark Pulse, although I probably could have 2-hit KO. I think I would have outsped anyway, but oh well. So he's going to Waterfall against my Sylveon, which after a Dragon Dance is always going to be somewhat powerful. And as you can see, it does more than half, so it's going to be a 2-hit KO. I go for a Hyper Voice, hoping to just get damage on this thing. And I do get enough that I'm hoping that I can kill it, revenge kill it with Hydreigon, as long as he doesn't get another Dragon Dance, and I don't think he will. I should be able to 2-hit KO, but I decided to switch out into Hydreigon now, since I do resist the Waterfall as well, so that's what I do. And just to keep Sylveon around, I can always rest later, since, as I said, it's a Rest Talker. And, yeah, I resist that, and now I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse to hopefully kill this Gyarados, and I do take it out, which is one of those thank God moments. And yeah, if he would have gotten the second Dragon Dance, I wouldn't be able to do that. But because he only got one, thank God, that crisis averted. So yeah, he's going to go out into Haxorus now, and he ends up carrying a Lumberry, so my toxic spikes don't really do anything. Well, it did get rid of his Lumberry in case I wanted to status him later. But I'm just going to go right into Sylveon, and he ends up being another Dragon Dancer, so this guy obviously really likes Dragon Dance, and you know, Haxorus makes it work. And this is actually, I believe, a bold max I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to max physical bulk on my Sylveon. I'm hoping, knowing that he can't, you know, go for that Stab Dragon move, that I can live, and I do. I live with 7 HP, which is a crucial survive there, and that's pretty amazing, actually, even with the defense investment, just because of how dangerous Haxorus really is with its massive attack stat. So he's going to go back into Dusknoir, get the poison, which is not bad on a bulky thing. And he's going to go ahead and try to Shadow Sneak and kill me. I'm down to 19 HP, and he gets me the kill, unfortunately. Fairy does not resist Ghost. Otherwise, I probably would have lived it, maybe. I don't know. Either way, just going to go into Delcatty, which is a Pokemon that the Twitch chat wanted me to use. I don't think I've ever used one, so, yeah. He's going to go ahead and sub now as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Ends up being a pretty damn good play for me. And actually, at this point, I think I could have just went into Hydreigon anyway to win, but I was like, no, I'm bringing Delcatty up. Because, you know, you guys wanted to see him. And it's actually a Calm Minder. In fact, this is a Calm Mind Baton Pass Delcatty. And I was actually planning to use it with Hydreigon specifically, or Sylveon, to set up, although I guess the Hydreigon would be even cooler, because if you can pass in a special attack boost in a Choice Scarf Hydreigon, it could just sweep, which is why I included, you know, included this particular Delcatty set. In fact, actually, this is my only Delcatty set, but this is why I brought the Choice Scarf Hydreigon in the first place. And also, he is poisoned, so I can actually Toxic Stall him here. Just by setting up subs and stuff. So, I'm just going to do that for a little while. Actually, it looks like, while his first Earthquake did break my sub, it looks like it comes down to a damage roll because this sub lives the Earthquake, and I'm going to get off another Calm Mind here against Dusknoir. So, that's pretty fantastic, as, yeah, he's going to try to just break this sub. And I'm hoping that he actually doesn't... I'm hoping that, he doesn't die to the poison this turn, otherwise I'll be undefended Delcatty coming into his next Pokemon. So, yeah, it's probably going to kill him, though, sadly. And, yeah, that's a dead Dusknoir. So, rip Dusknoir, and Delcatty is undefended against whatever it is he's going into. Chandelure, no! It's probably Choice Scarfed, although it does have the poison again. And he is going to actually trick me, I guess hoping that I would sub or something. Ends up not really mattering, because I end up just... Baton Passing, and I'm going to Baton Pass into Hydreigon, and then proceed to just Dark Pulse, which I probably could have just done to kill the Dusclops and the Chandelure anyway, but, you know what, I wanted to get Delcatty out there and have it do something. So, yeah, shortly I will take the victory. Yeah, there we go, there's the Dark Pulse, and it's powered up now, and, yeah, it's going to be able to take out that Chandelure. Either way, that was a nice game there, mattwhit65. Gonna have a rematch with you at some point, and yeah, was pretty fun. Anyway, today's question of the day is, what is your favorite TM move in any Pokemon game? So literally, any Pokemon game, if it was a TM, what is your favorite TM? Like a TM that you try to get a lot of, especially in the earlier generations when they weren't reusable, or a TM that you just can't wait to get when you start, like, there's some TMs that, you know, have been TMs in every generation, and you just can't wait to get your hands on it so you can teach it to a Pokemon. Obviously, Earthquake is always highly sought by me, but I gotta have to say, I still like Taunt. Wait, no, was Taunt a TM ever? Wait, Taunt might not have been a TM. I think it actually is, though. Let's double check. Yeah, TM12, so Generation 3. So yeah, there you go. Taunt would be my answer. And see you guys next time. Later.